Have you ever wondered why it hurts so much to both want change and fear it at the same time? In the evening, when your hand reaches for the familiar, you feel this strange tug, like two forces pulling in opposite directions. Can the desire to quit drinking and the fear of change really coexist? This video will explain where this contradiction comes from and how to work with it. You grip the edge of the table, and your thoughts argue. Maybe it's too soon to change? What if it gets worse? This isn't weakness. It's a natural internal struggle. Hope and anxiety appear together, and that's normal. And here come the four inner voices. Yes, there really are four, each with its own role. The voice of hope whispers about change. The voice of fear warns of the unknown. The voice of doubt questions your strength. The voice of habit clings to the old ways. Now you'll learn how they influence your decisions. Imagine you're standing in a hallway before the door. Inside, there are people and celebration. And in your mind, four different thoughts. One voice says, "This is a chance to change." Another, "What if everything goes wrong?" A third, "I won't make it again." The fourth, "Maybe just leave things as they are." Each pulls you in its own direction, in real, everyday moments. Ask yourself, which thought do you hear the loudest right now? Maybe it's a question about loss, meaning, fear, or routine. Each voice shows itself through its own question, and that's already a clue about what's worrying you at this moment. Even when you're just riding public transport, these voices can shift. Hope, anxiety, doubt, habit. Feelings change, but their struggle is part of adaptation, not chaos. The brain balances the desire for new experiences with the urge to avoid stress. That's how the feeling of being torn arises. It's not your fault, but a natural psychological mechanism. Ambivalence is an inner dialogue. Giving voice to each part is the first step to clarity. There's a common trap, trying to silence fear or doubt. But the harder you push, the stronger they come back. You don't need to fight every thought. Better to acknowledge its presence. After a tough day, the mirror reflects not only your fatigue, but your inner voices too. If you ignore them, emotional tension only grows. Every suppressed emotion is another unheard argument within. The next step? Stop. Close your eyes and ask, which of the four voices is strongest now? Don't look for the right answer. Just note what first comes up in your mind. Grab a pen or open a notes app. Naming your feelings helps the brain exit automatic mode. The first step to clarity is simply putting a name to your state. Write one short sentence from each voice. For example, "I want change." "I'm scared." "I'm not sure." Maybe don't change anything. Seeing all positions on paper is like organizing your mind. Give each voice space, even if you don't like it. Don't judge, just observe. This is how emotional pressure gradually eases. Now look, which voice today can nudge you toward a small step? Sometimes fear motivates seeking support or avoiding triggers. Choose an action you can realistically do right now. That's already change. The four voices have different questions and traps. Hope inspires, but can idealize change. Fear focuses on loss and sometimes holds back. Doubt makes you delay decisions. Habit suggests leaving things as they are. It's important to know who's driving your choice now. The dominant voice influences your action. Choose how to respond today. Try right now. Which thought would you choose? Mark it and think about where it leads. What do you hear most often in the evening? Feeling both desire for change and fear is normal for many. If the emotional wave is too strong or prolonged, you can reach out to a specialist or support group. It's not weakness, but self-care. Sometimes all voices still speak after several attempts at change. Inner struggle can return months later, and that's not failure. Share how you experience such moments in the comments. Your story can support someone else. If thoughts keep you awake at night, Soberise's CBT assistant helps you talk through doubt or fear. You don't have to face it alone. It costs you nothing, but a like can help someone not face a craving alone. After another wave of doubt, get some fresh air or make a brief journal entry. This helps capture the moment and not get lost in emotions. To avoid getting stuck in endless thinking, split a page into 4 parts and write down each voice's arguments. Choose one action, even a small one. That's already a step forward. In a crisis, open the SOS plan in Soberise. Simple steps help you get through the wave. One gesture can change the whole evening. If this video helped, please like it so it reaches those currently struggling. After a hard day, remember, in every moment of choice, at least one voice speaks. Identify which one is in charge and what action will give you support. A quick check-in with Soberise. It's okay to just write, "Today, the voice of doubt." The app helps you notice changes over time and find one person you can message, even briefly. Don't keep the burden inside. During a walk or on your way home, remind yourself, you don't have to take a perfect path. It's enough to take a small step and give yourself space for change. Important, this material is for general support, not a substitute for medical advice. If you have severe withdrawal symptoms, seek professional help. If this topic hits home, subscribe so you don't miss new videos. Soberise is your daily companion, a sober day tracker, check-ins, and an SOS button the moment a craving hits. Free on Soberise.net, Google Play, and the App Store.